Let me click on this one. And let me make sure we've got our ops manager jumping in as well, Mr. Kyle. See if he can jump in and join us as well. All right. How are we doing, guys? Let me just do some unmuting and say hi. So I'm going to ask Peter O'Donnell to unmute and say hi. I'm going to ask Mitzi to unmute and say hi. Dave Smith's here as well. Mike Little. Guys, I'm just going to ask you guys to unmute, say hi, and let me know how you're doing.
How you
And
doing? We're all good.
good to see you,
Glad,
man.
glad to have this open. I was worried I was missed another meeting.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, man. Like we were we've been scrambling for the last 20 minutes trying to get some tech difficulties sorted. So, and then Kyle's messaging me going, dude, there's like 30 people in the room. And I know, I'm trying to get through. So wouldn't be a tech company unless you had tech difficulties getting online. How you doing?
Exactly.
You doing all right?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Mike Cook, great to have you here. Peter O'Donnell, how you doing, sir?
I'm very well, Walt. How are you going, mate?
Good, man. Good, good. Still trying to, as I said, trying to catch up a little bit from these tech difficulties. Who else have we got here? Dave Smith. I know that you had some good conversations with our help team this week. How did you go? Everything sorted out there?
Yeah, technology is a wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But based on your two superstars that you spoke about in your last training, I took everything that they're great about, combined it, and created a new offer.
That
So
is incredible.
you inspired me to do that.
That's amazing. Thank you. That's very, very cool. Do you know, on that, Dave, like, I was listening to an amazing book. I've started adding into my day a blocked out time where nobody can get hold of me. I'm doing an hour a day of just walking, and I'm listening to as many audios as I can on twice speed. And I'm listening at the moment to one of Dan Sullivan's book called 10X is easier than 2X. And one of the, I'm seeing so many entrepreneurs nodding, like, yeah, Peter's just nodding, Michael Cook's nodding, like 10X is easier than 2X. And Dave, what you just said there, you took something that was already good from different sources to one piece from over here and one piece from over here, and you created something new, and that then has propelled, momentum forward. Wow. Isn't that what we all do as entrepreneurs? We look around and we go, you know what? We can do something amazing here. We can create something from wherever we're at, and we can turn it into something that has value in the marketplace, and that's how money is earned. I think the whole concept of that creating from nothing or creating from pieces and putting together a new puzzle is kind of what we all do, which is amazing.
So Walt, I just wanted to just tell you real quick, not to steal the show, but
go for it. Yeah, man, absolutely.
You spoke very highly of, I think his first name is Anik.
Anik, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And also the guy that you went to his seminar.
Who have we got? Anik Singhal. Who else have we got?
The guy, he made over $100,000 in like 6 weeks.
Yeah. There's plenty of
That
those.
Guy, Kern.
Oh, Frank. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely.
So we all have our offers, and I have my offers. And I sat back after you were finished, and I took what I thought was the best of both of them. And I said, can I put that together to create something? And when I thought about it, wrote down notes of some of the things you said about them, and I went to their websites, and I took the best of both of them, and I'm going to create a product that I don't think is out there to help people grow their business. So I'm going to take principles from the both of them and create that in Comet Suite.
Fantastic, mate. That's so great. Keep us informed, Dave. Like, let us know what's going on and show us what you come up with. Would be
innovation. What are you going to do without it?
You're right. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me jump into the training today. Laura, wow, fantastic question from Laura there, asking about our 20 free leads, and I can definitely cover that a little bit later on as we roll through. So, guys, as we talked about in the messages coming out to invite you today, this piece of the puzzle that we're about to show you guys is designed to eliminate a heck of a lot of the stress. But before we get into that, and just to wrap up on this whole 10X is easier than 2X thing, and Dave's comment there about creating some, putting pieces together, creating amazing offers, all that kind of stuff. There's a really interesting concept for me that I'm starting to understand that is about creating things you want, not things you need. right? And so I just want to talk to that a little bit in the role of the entrepreneur. And then we're going to get into this. We're going to talk about how we can use this new stuff to make money and really focus on that. Hey, Mike Kwok's in the house. Great to see you, Mike. And Leo's here as well. Ramon's here as well. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. So 10X is easier than 2X. Creating things that we want, putting offers together, creating something from nothing. How does this all tie together? And especially for what we've got to talk about today. So first of all, this concept of creating what we want, not what we need. This to me is something that is becoming really, really relevant as we look at AI, as we look at technology, as we look at entrepreneurs creating offers, all that kind of stuff. If we are focusing on what we need as a human, you can say, all right, well, I need shelter, I need food, I need water, I need that kind of stuff. We don't need, underline the word need. We don't need, I don't know, $100,000 a month to live. We don't need it. No. We want it. And so one of the things that we've all been pre-programmed and we struggle with is that we need to justify that want. It's like I was thinking about this yesterday. You know, I want this beautiful, I've got this dream house that I've got a dream board I've going on, and, you know, I want that dream house and I want this, you know, dream future for the kids and all this kind of stuff. And somebody might say, somebody close in a family circle, and this is, you know, speaking purely personally, somebody might say, yeah, but why do you need that big house? Why do you need so much money? Why do you need that? And it's like, you know, need's an interesting question, right? If we're talking about need, then we are literally talking about subsistence, like just barely scraping by, right? We're talking about growing the food that we can eat for our table and nothing more. We're talking about base level. But here's the thing that we've all been pre-programmed for. We've been pre-programmed not to want. Yeah, you don't need to be so, you don't need that car. No, you don't. We don't need Facebook Meta universe to exist. We don't need Apple's Vision Pro. We don't need AI and GPT. We don't need it. No, we don't. So why do these things exist? Because somebody says, I want. And what's really interesting in this study that I'm looking at is that this action of wanting something and then creating the scenario that allows that to happen is what entrepreneurs do and add value into our universe, right? We didn't need a new model Tesla. We don't need the internet, right? But because those things have been created, the whole world moves forward, evolves, creates new things, and great things happen, right? So as an entrepreneur, here's what's real. We don't need anything more than a base level. And that's okay. Because if we focus on what we want, I want a better future. I want more money. I want more freedom. I want more freedom of time, more freedom of resources, more freedom of money, more freedom of relationships. I want. And so long as your want doesn't cause pain or contradiction to anybody else's want, then great things happen, right? So like, you might say, well, what if your want is bad? You're not bad. You're not a bad person. So what you want is not bad. If you create good because you want it, you don't need to justify that to anybody. You don't need to justify the fact that you want a better future. And I was thinking about this yesterday, and I can only speak from personal experience. I've got a strained relationship, I guess, with my parents. I was thinking, you know, I talk about you don't need that much money. You don't need that bigger house. That's my parents' voice in my head, right? And you don't need that. No, I don't. No, I don't. I want it. And if I want it and I'm prepared to work for it and I make it a reality, and I do that by employing tons of people in our team, and I do that by creating things that other people can use, and I do that by creating enough value that what I want can be delivered, then that's how we all move forward, right? So Dave, creating an offer where you're creating something that people want, that you're serving, like by delivering amazing value out to the system, that's what drives business, economics, futures, all right? And great things can happen. One of my passions, and you guys can probably see the stamp branding on my soapbox as I get up on here, is that entrepreneurs, all of us, right? Entrepreneurs have some magic that allows us to create value in the marketplace. Entrepreneurs create jobs. Entrepreneurs create the flow of money in economies. Entrepreneurs, by the very nature that we create the next thing of value enables thousands, millions of people by our impacts to live better lives, right? To have good futures. You know, we talk Kyle here on the team with us. I'm going to call on you in just a minute, Mr. Kyle. So I'll give you a couple of moments to unmute there as well, if I can ask you that. Our team, you know, because of what we've created, our team has jobs and money for their families and great things in their own community. They're able to give back. One of our team was sharing the other day how he was able to help his mom with some repairs on their house because of the job that we've been able to give him. And he was just being so grateful. And we're like, wow, wanting the next great thing, guys, is not bad. Wanting and determining, because I want it, that's okay, I'm going to go and get it, right? That allows us to create incredible value. And because of that, our whole community and world can benefit as a result. Right, so soapbox. Let me stand back down off it. Let's talk about allowing you to create an opportunity to generate income, right, by providing value and going out to the marketplace. Literally, that's what we're here for. So today, in our training session here, Mr. Kyle, I might get you to just give me the bullet points. You guys all responded to the email that we sent out. We've created something new in the software that's allowed us to deliver to you guys an easier way to make sales. So, Mr. Kyle, have you got a chance to unmute there, sir?
Yeah, Walt, how you doing?
Hey, man. Thanks so much for jumping on and for steering us through our tech difficulties at the beginning of our call here. So
No worries.
we invited everybody here because we've got something new to share, right?
Yeah, so we're unveiling, and we kind of did a soft, launch on this and got great feedback from our partners and everything like that. But the instant sales pages, just giving you guys now the opportunity to create instant sales, right? So what we're diving into is that new feature, how you guys can customize it, how it connects to your Stripe account instantly, and the ways that you guys can promote that and just make it easier for you to put your packages out there and collect sales and bring on more clients.
Fantastic, fantastic. So let's start with what used to happen, right? So when we released our lead generation tool, which Dave Smith, you've known as under multiple brands, and Mitzi as well, long-term customers. Rob Tolshad on the call, thank you so much. We've had this tool in our suite. We had it as Cold Reach and Agency Bud. It's evolved. We had so many different iterations of this. When we white labeled this tool, our goal then was to give this to entrepreneurs and say, take it and make sales. Go, create money. And we with best intention, delivered that package to everybody. Now, here's where the techniques of releasing something new into the market comes into play. Because we go, here you go take it and make money. And everybody goes, yay, thanks. And they turn around and they go, wait, how do I do it? How does that put together? What A plus B plus, I can't quite see the steps. Like, can you give me a bit of a hand? And that's why we develop support teams. We have our AI team on intercom and live chat, and being able to create support for you guys. But what we've done over the last 5 years, we know, right? My team still to this day pings me and goes, how does that work? And I go, oh yeah, it's like I can tell you out of the dead sleep because I've lived it and eaten it and breathed it for the last 5 years. I can tell you out of a dead sleep. But when I give it to you, you might go, but how does the piece come together? Like, I don't quite get how that fits. So what used to happen with our white label tool is we give it to you, there you go, allow you to go and sell it, and you go, okay, cool. Somebody's just paid me some money. How do I get a license? And we went, oh crap, we need to create something that makes licenses automatic for people. Okay, cool, we've got this license thing. And we give it to you. And what we had up until today, this release, is that it was all of this complicated stuff in the background that you had to connect the dots, right? So a lot of our team, a lot of our white label members struggled with, how do I take a payment from a PayPal button on my website and turn that into a license of your software and make that whole thing easy? And we went, oh, look, you're going to try and connect this dot and connect, like, right. Let's make it easy. So Kyle and I got together probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, and we started saying, how can we make this easier for our team to sell? And this is what we came up with. So what we're actually releasing today is, so Laura says, I'm a little bit confused to how it worked, honestly. Yeah, yeah. We've done everything that we can. And then we go, oh, wait, you guys, we haven't given you the roadmap. We've given you the keys to a Ferrari and haven't taught you how to drive it. So what we've released today is actually taking out a lot of complexity and allowing more simplicity. So let me share my screen here. Can you guys see my screen? Everybody can see what I'm looking at here, I hope. Let me just come back to what you're probably used to seeing in this space. This is our, thanks guys, Rick. This is our white label suite licensing dashboard. If you haven't logged in, it's app.whitelabelsuite.com. And you've got things in here like your settings. We've got lots of different things in here that I'll talk through in just a moment. But this is kind of our dashboard where everything happens. When you first purchase a membership with us, you get access to this dashboard. It's probably going to be blank when you first log in, but you can do things like access our lead gen tool right from here. So this is where you'd come in and you generate your leads and you do all that kind of stuff when you're logged in, like this, as I will be in just a second. So here's your lead system. We can access our help center. We can purchase new snapshots, all that kind of stuff is all here. Now, this is where we had complexity. What we asked you guys to do at one point was come in here and create a package for sale. So, okay, cool. I've got my system. I'm going to sell it. Great. Let's sell it. And I'll answer your question about how the 20 free leads works in the same piece, Laura. So we say, okay, yeah, I'm going to sell it. Great. I'm going to call this Laura's leads. All right. And I'm going to say this is 500 leads a month. All right. And I'm going to let people have a certain amount of credits, all that kind of stuff. Right. So here's me creating a package for sale. Okay. And I'm just going to tick a few boxes here to make it easy. Now, I've created a package for sale, right? And this is all good to go. And I click on save. This is what we used to do. You say, great, now I've got this thing for sale. What happens next? Here's Laura's leads, all right? This is the old system, guys, again. And the first thing I see is this. Oh, what? Wait, what? What is all this? What? How does this? What? The ding, cancel, not easy anymore. This is hard because to me, as a computer geek, right? This is my out of a dead sleep. I can tell you what this is. Yeah, sweet, man. I can connect this dots up in like, it's like, yeah, easy as. But for most of our team, they're going, oh, right, what the heck do I need to do with all of this stuff? So what has changed as of today is that we are now making this dead easy, all right, by here's Laura's leads. It's 500 leads a month, all right? And it's a monthly package. And this here is going to allow some magic to happen. Because at this point, I can now go click. So I connect up my Stripe account to the system. I say, yeah, at the same time as I create my package for sale, also create a product for sale in Stripe. Give me a price. So let's say this is a monthly and I want to sell it for $97 a month. All right. I can also add a one-time price. Maybe I've got a setup fee. One of the people I was talking to yesterday, amazing GHL operator, charges $497 a month, a $497 setup fee, and then $297 a month ongoing. Has now got, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 people on our white label suite license already building a huge business. So maybe you want to add a setup fee. Cool, let me do that. So this is my setup fee. And my setup fee, I'm going to charge $500. All right. And this can be configuration and setup. So my extra steps here, I'm saying, yeah, when I create this thing for sale, I want you guys to give me a way for the money to happen. And this is where we get magic from here. So now this package I just created, I've also created a package in Stripe, which means I can take money right now. I don't need to configure any licensing. And I want to show you something here. I don't need to configure any licensing. I have everything I need ready to take money. And as soon as this sale goes through, you guys, you get 100% of the money. Remember, for those of you who have been following us for a while, 4 weeks ago, we took off the fee that you needed to pay us. So you can now sell this as many times as you want. You don't pay us any additional fees, right? So whatever you're charging per month comes into your bank account, 100% less your Stripe fees, obviously. But it's now ready. You can take money for this, which is cool. Now, what's even better here is that we've created almost like an instant sales page that you can use to immediately take sales, and everything else is automated. So we literally go from the moment you say, I want to sell something, say, great. What do you want to call it? We want to call it the Golden Elephant Package. Amazing. As long as you can tell me what your package for sale is called, I can now take money, and the license creation is instant. I don't need to connect up any APIs. I don't need to do webhook stuff. I don't need to have Zapiers running in the background. It's literally price for sale, good to go, right? So I can now start to design this sales page, what we're calling an instant sales page. I can design this to make it suit what I want to do. So let's start. I can chuck a logo in here. Now, let me see if I can find something reasonably logo-like. What have I got here? I'll use LinkedIn. No, please, LinkedIn, don't kill me for this. I'm just using a random logo, okay? I'm doing this for demonstration purposes only. I'm not selling under the LinkedIn brand, but I can make my page look however I want. I'm just putting my logo there, okay? I can change colors here. All right, so this is my Laura's Leads program. All right, and you can see as I create this over here, it adds it over here. All right, now I can start to add more stuff in here. So I've got what we call a WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get designing here. I can add a video. So you know that white label video that's in all of our training memberships area. I can put the white label video here. I can put a welcome video from me. I can add an image here. I can what you see is what you get. So our lead package will enable you to find your leads in a click. Bonus, sign up today, and Dave Smith will coach you on success. All right, I can do absolutely anything and make my sales page the way I want it to be made. Again, let me throw in an image here just to bump it out a bit. So I've got my LinkedIn logo. Let's use a YouTube logo just to pop it in there. All right. So I can build out this page to look however I want it to look. Okay. Let's actually take that out because otherwise it won't look like what I'm thinking of in my mind. Let me grab one of our white label images here, and so we can start to see how this sales page might come together. Let's go with that one. Okay, so now, let me get rid of that because it's distracting me. Let's go with, I'm going to put my own logo. Guys, you're going to put your own logo up there. Okay, so now we've got a sales page instantly created. I can take money immediately. Okay, and I have zero tech setup to do. Oh yeah, I need to come back to my logo, but we'll get there. I have zero tech setup to do. There we go. Now, as soon as you've created your page, you would say, okay, great. Once somebody buys from you, where do you want them to go? So you want a thank you page, all right? So maybe you want to send them to your website /thanks, their next steps, book in with me, that kind of stuff, all right? Do I want to collect their billing address, yes or no? Do I want to collect their phone number, yes or no? I can add my own custom fields to this checkout form, okay? So if you're into business coaching, you might have enter your business name. All right. So I can create my checkout system all within our dashboard. And we are now ready to take sales of this product with zero setup. Okay. So what have we changed in this program? What we've now changed is you no longer need to connect up APIs, take payment from that system, plug it into ours, try and configure the licensing system. No, as long as you're a white label suite member, you can come in here, create a package for sale, all right, and have a link ready to go, and immediately be able to take a sale transaction for this product, all right? Immediately be able to take sales transaction for this product. So now I've got an instant sales page that when somebody clicks to my page, they can now pay me and my license is created automatically. All right. So guys, give me a yay cool or a one if that makes sense. Let me do it again from start to finish so you guys can know exactly what's happening. I'm brand new to White Label Suite. I want to sell this thing because I think it's exciting. And I'll answer Laura's thing. How do I use it with 20 free leads? You go to market offering 20 free leads. That's the hook that gets people on a call with you. It's the thing that blew our agency up. The campaign that blew our agency out to 50,000 monthly recurring revenue in 90 days was we went to market and we offered people 20 free leads. Hey, we've got a brand new AI lead gen tool. If you'd like 20 free leads, jump on a call with me and I'll show you how it works. And our calendars just booked out, Laura. So we started offering people 20 free leads to get on the call with us. So now let's follow this new system all the way through. I've got my brand new White Label Suite system. I've offered somebody 20 free leads, and tomorrow I've got an appointment with them. How do I take their money? Now with this new system, it's as easy as this. And guys, if you want to start a stopwatch, start now. So we go, okay, cool. How quickly can I make this happen? Create a package. This is my base leads system. All right. It's 500 leads a month. All right. So I go 500, a couple hundred search credits as a thing. We'll create a password for them. I'll set this up at $297 a month. All right. With a $500 setup fee. All right. There we go. Done and done. Oop. All right. And that took me 80 seconds. I was hoping to get it done before 60, but that took me 80 seconds. So I can click on this sales page setting. I can configure this and design it however I want to, and I can take money right now via Stripe, and the license is created. Okay, we've got your emails will be sent out, so you can hook up your email system here. You send out an email to your customer welcoming them to your brand new software. You've got your own brand on that software, so they will see your package. All right, literally an entire sales system built within the program. All right, so let me just answering somebody privately in the message there. So, guys, what we've done is we've removed the complexity. Let me take this, come back and speak to you face to face a little bit. Our goal with White Label Suite, our entire company, our operation, our organization exists to enable entrepreneurs to grow their business. If you check out our YouTube channel, it says growth driven. Our members area is all about growth. We want to enable you. Underline that word, enable, not just empower, but enable, give you the tools, the resources, the facilities, everything that you need to be able to grow, okay? To be able to grow. Now, with White Label Suite, again, if we talk about in terms of a flow, we want to be able to jump into White Label Suite, put our brand on it. So let's do this, like brand new, 30 seconds. Let me be real, probably more like 2 minutes, right? I'm brand new, first day on the job. I can come into the settings area. I can come to my business account and I can put my logo, all right? I can add some customization here, my name, Walt's Business, all right? My domain, all right? And maybe my lead software, I want this to be on a separate subdomain, so leads.waltbayliss.com. Now there's training on how to set this up so it's all white labeled for you guys, right? But I put in my logo and the name of my company, and I can now create something to sell. I can send out an email to my customers as they get started, and I can literally take a sale right then without any outside programs, packages, pages, or anything like that. at all. Now, again, we're trying to remove complexity. Before somebody jumps in and says, hey, what if I still want to take it through PayPal? Or what if I use Thrivecart or Samcart? Or what if I do my payments through GHL or, I don't know, ClickBank or JVZoo or some other platform? I don't want to use this. Cool. Great. You don't need to. It's in addition. So what we've tried to do, again, with our philosophy, we want to make it easy for you to make sales. We want to enable you to make sales. One of the biggest stumbling blocks that we found our members were having was connecting all of this tech stuff together. I'm so excited to have White Label Suite, but I just selling it's a problem. So what we wanted to do was remove that obstacle. All right. So if you've got another program that you use, as I said, Samcart, Thrivecart, whatever it might be, you've got one of those. There's tutorials that walk you through how to do that, because that's what we've been doing for the last 12 or 18 months. If you go into our support.whitelabelsuite.com, you'll find how to connect my payment system. It is copy and paste. It's like APIs, copy the name, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. All easy to do if you walk it through step by step. But if you just want to get going quickly, we've now made that possible, right? So you can now have an instant sales page designed how you want it to look. And as easy as you saw me do a few moments ago, let me see if I can come and grab that, that link that we just had and show you exactly what I'm talking about. All righty. Guys, if you're asking me questions privately in the chat, it takes me a few seconds. So sometimes it's better for everybody to know what's going on. You can instantly have that sales page, as we just showed a few moments ago. We created a package for sale. It's got a designed method for people to be able to send you money immediately. All right. And you can now put this right behind a buy button on any website, anywhere, or just even send people a link in a DM. We've sold thousands of dollars worth of software through DMs without sending people a sales page at all. Send them a video. They're excited. How do I get started? Just send them the link. They can now pay you money. And 100% of that money goes into your account. No fees to us. And all of your licensing, your creation of that package for your client is all automatic. Done. No tech hassles whatsoever. Guys, is that good? Is it like, I'm pretty excited about this. Is it ringing some bells for people? Literally log in, set a price, take a sale, done. Your client gets the license. They get their own logins. There's no kind of need to sync stuff up. Everything all done in one simple thing. I'm so excited. Like, I want you guys to make this, go out and make a ton of sales out of this. Let me see if I can answer some questions for you guys here as well and just scroll through. Guys, feel free to ask anything you like. I will be happy to work that through with you. Right, so sorry guys. Oh wow, damn guys, there's so many questions. Sorry, I've got to scroll up to try and see them all. Okay, cool. Julie says, did you add the video capability into these instant sales pages? Yes, absolutely. In that, it might not show when you first see it. So again, let me do a screen share and show you where you find that, Julie. So here's me designing my instant sales page, all right? And I've got my logo and I've got all that stuff and I've called it what I want to call it. And I've got all this kind of gear here. But where's the video? Hey, Walt, how do I put a video? Literally just click on the 3 dots and you get this video option and you just pop in the URL of your video. So if you've got a nice YouTube video, you can pop it straight on there, okay? Use the white label video. This literally becomes an instant sales page that you can pop the white label video on there and just send it out to people and instantly make sales. So hopefully that one's answered. Let me keep going with my questions here. I have to move my Zoom windows every time I turn something. So Laura says, I was not super clear on how people could sign up or how that works. So Laura, again, we wanted to take out that complexity completely. So long as you can get someone to pay you money, the license is instantly created. Okay. Now, what if you want to give away a free trial? Again, this is something that we made available to you guys with when we took away our fee, we literally said, sell as much as you want. Okay. If you want to give away a free trial, you need to do that via an opt-in form. So whatever form system, maybe you use Google Forms, or maybe you use Go High Level, or you use ClickFunnels, or whatever. However you can create an opt-in form, somebody puts their name and email in, there's training in our system that shows you how you can then create a license from a free trial. Super cool. So if somebody can pay you money, this system will instantly create the license for you. Okay. Maybe Mr. Kyle has a good idea. We might pop a free trial system in here as well. Actually, that's a great thought. So Kyle, I'll leave you to note that one, and we'll get that. We'll have an instant sales page and an instant trial page. Let's create that next. That'd be great. Scrolling through questions. Rick says, sweet. All right. Dave says he enjoyed making his thank you page. You might just need to click on the save button, Dave. Once you've created the sales page, it's a little bit hidden actually. If I'm creating down here, I'm creating my sales page, I'm making it look the way I want it to look, I have to scroll up to get that save button there. So you have to make sure that that one's in place. Let me keep going on. Laura, great question. So Laura says, why do you always make industry search higher than people search? Great question. So I'm going to answer as we are today, and then we've got a huge surprise for you guys next week. But as we are today, when we released this product, Laura, one of the things we wanted to be able to do was guarantee an email address. So when we say to somebody, we're going to give you 500 leads a month, we guarantee an email address for all of them, right? We can only do that with the industry search. So the way we marketed the product, the way we sold the product was we literally said 500 guaranteed leads a month and a bonus 200 people search. In our people search, even as you're searching now, you might see it says expect lower email counts. So we can't guarantee the email on a people search. We can only guarantee it on an industry search. So the way that we've marketed the product and we've kind of taught everybody to sell is we can guarantee you the email addresses in the industry search. We can't do that on the people search. So that's why it's like 500 leads a month. That's the industry search bonus, a couple hundred credits in the people search as well. Hopefully that helps. Cool. Laura says, do you have any recommended package pricing? Yeah, we do. Well, actually, Kyle's answered there. It's completely up to you, which is exactly right. Guys, we're finding the sweet spot is around that kind of $97 a month for 500 leads as an entry point, right? Around the $97, $500 is kind of what we're feeling from an industry perspective is easily swallowable. However, yesterday, and again, our number one white label suite success story at the moment is the team from Pipeline Pro, right? And their pricing blew me away when I was on the call with them yesterday. They charge a $497 setup fee, and they charge $297 for 200 leads a month. And then they have a $497 package and a $997 package. So they have built an incredible volume already at $297. And I'm like, whoa, it actually took the lid off my expectations, because we've kind of always been about 1,000 leads a month for $997, that kind of stuff. And these guys are selling 200 for $297 and selling it all day. But it's not just the leads they're selling. And here's where, guys, here's where I think there's a massive value potential for anybody selling this product, right? It's not just the leads they're selling. Because honestly, if you just want 500 names and email addresses on a spreadsheet, I can get them for you from Fiverr, and they'll be useless to you. But there you go. I'll charge you $10 for it, right? What they're selling for $297 for 200 leads is the complete system that goes behind those leads, including GHL. So they're selling their GHL under the brand of Pipeline Pro. GHL, automated outreach, opportunity board, answer tracking, open tracking, the setup, they do the domains and all that kind of stuff. So for $297, a business owner is getting 10 emails a day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks of a year, which is honestly 1,000 times more than most business owners will ever do in their life anyway. So for $297, they're selling 200 leads. Again, that's taking the lid off it, right? John Logo was talking last week. I don't know why this happens, but if I go thumbs up, we get a thumbs up. If I go If I go V sign, we get balloons. If I go two V signs, I think we get confetti. Yay, there we go. I don't know how to turn that off, by the way. So which is weird when I'm on a podcast and I'm sitting like this and it gives a thumbs down signal. I'm like, no, I didn't mean to do that. So it took the lid off my expectations. Something that was really interesting last week with our training with John Logar is he's training people to sell GHL for $5,000 setup and $5,000 a month. Man, there's people struggling to make a $79 a month sale with like $250 setup. And John's teaching people and has hundreds of success stories of people doing a $50,000 a month within a few weeks of starting his training. It's like, take the lid off the expectations, because the value you're actually delivering back to a business owner is massive. It's not about giving them leads. Honestly, a spreadsheet worth of leads is useless. Like, what are you going to do with them? It's the system that drives it. That's where the value is. So these guys, Pipeline Pro, are just doing it real well. $297 a month, $497 setup fee. They give a whole program, a snapshot, which has got the outreach, the AI piece built in, the automated chatbot. Like, it is a 1, 2, 3 program. And a business owner, $297, it is a no-brainer. So what's the sweet spot? We found around that $97 a month mark is something that a business owner can easily swallow, right? What we teach internally is, please, I beg you, make sure that you charge a setup fee of at least 500 and even preferably 1,000. Because I can honestly, hand on heart, tell you that if you don't do that, you will bury yourself in busy work and not be able to expand. If you charge a setup fee, charge $500 as a minimum, $1,000 is even better. Charge a setup fee, take that money and teach your VA to do the setup and fulfillment, right? You take the money that you get from that first setup fee, you get a VA and you teach them how to do it so that you can then go and get 200 more clients and not have to get buried in the background doing all the fulfillment, all right? And we've got SOPs that you can send off to your VAs and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 97 is kind of the sweet spot, Laura, but 297, 497, 997 is kind of the price point that everybody's working on. All right, man, I spent too long on single questions. Let me keep going. Great. Lee says, do they get automated emails with login information? Yes, they do. Great question. Thank you, Mr. Lee Roller. Great to see you, bro. So let me jump in here. So guys, when you get into your white label suite, Dave, I can see your hand raised there. I've got a couple of questions and I'll get to yours. You log in, brand new, first day on the job. Great to see you. Come down here to get your email stuff set up. You need to jump in here to your SMTP settings. SMTP. Now, where do you get this info from? What is SMTP? How do I get it all set up? Great questions. There's a million different programs out there that allow you to have an SMTP connection. And a lot of them give you thousands of mails a month for free, right? So one of those, as a good example, is Mailgun. Now, Mailgun is the system that runs behind GHL. They used to sell it as Mailgun and now they've called it Lead Connector. But you can't do this directly from your GHL dashboard. You need to have a Mailgun account to do this. And I'm going to have to log in here. Give me a sec. So this is just one example, Mailgun. Where do I get my SMTP is how do I set this up? Right, let me get this going on. Right. So if you set up a Mailgun account, you're going to add a domain. So wherever you want to send your mails from, I send it from waltbayliss.com or whitelabelsuite.com or yourownbusiness.com. You're going to have a domain added to the Mailgun system. All right. And so let me go over here. Here's all the domains I've got added with client accounts and stuff like that. So let's just grab one, this one, Chris's account. He won't mind for a second. Inside of the account, then you have this domain settings, and this is just Mailgun's layout, but they're all the same. And in here is SMTP credentials, and you're literally just going to copy and paste, right? So you set up you get your username, password, port details, and you pop all of that into our dashboard, host, port, password, all that stuff. And that will allow the system to send emails under your brand. And what emails does it send? Whatever you set up here, your email templates are right here. Okay. So You've got a couple of variables here. You can have your own name, the name of the package. So congratulations, you just purchased the insert package name here. Our example was Laura's leads or Dave's lead package or Phoenix leads or whatever you wanted to call it. Okay. So this is where you set up the actual email that's going to send, and you can design it. You can add your own variables in there. So hi, first name. Thanks so much for purchasing the package called X. Your login is, your password is. So it will automatically send that that detail out, Lee. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay. Laura says, when they create an account with my white label link, will they see their package options to subscribe within their account? Yes, 100%. So you will, because this is white label, Laura, they'll see your brand, they'll see your logo, they'll see your URL, they'll see your own packages, that whatever you create. So they'll see what you set up for them to be able to see. And Laura, follow-up question, are you also saying that we don't pay an additional amount per client? That is correct. As of about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we made a massive announcement that you no longer have to pay a per license fee. Okay, so the new system with us is you can sell as many accounts as you want. You're paying for an amount of credits per month. So most of our clients are either on 1,000 credits a month or 2,000 credits a month. You can now sell as many accounts as you want, and your credits are then spread over your sales. So let me show you what that looks like. Come over here. And again, we're in our white label dashboard. Come over to the packages area here and just add a card on file. Okay, so you're in complete control here. You can say, when my credits drop below 200, top me back up to 2,000 as an example, right? And now I can sell as many packages as I like. And only when those credits are used will my credits be consumed in the program. So you can charge $297 to a client, right? And you don't pay anything. You can give them 5,000 credits, even if you've only got a 1,000 credit account. You can sell them a 5,000 credit package. And only when they use those credits, your card will top up, and you're buying it at wholesale, selling it at retail, right? So I think these credits, let me just check with Mr. Kyle and make sure my numbers are right. I think our price is $30 per 1,000, Mr. Kyle, is that correct? I can't remember. But yeah, so your credit price is all at wholesale, and whatever credits you have will now be spread over your clients. So if you sell a 10,000 package, you give away a free trial, or however you want to be able to do it, you now have that complete control, and you do not pay a fee per license sale, which is pretty sweet. Again, our whole MO here is trying to help you guys be successful. All right, more questions here. Actually, I'll just come to Dave. Dave, I know you had a hand up there. Let me jump across and answer Dave's question in sequence. Go for it, Dave. I might need to let you unmute. There you go.
Yeah, Walt, do you have any suggestions on how you ask for an upfront fee?
Absolutely.
Are there certain ways to do that?
Yeah, I think so let me see if I can dig into that a little bit, Dave, because I'm worried that I'm going to give you a surface answer when you're looking for something deeper. Have you had trouble with that before?
I've actually only had my monthly charges. I've never asked for something up front.
Yeah, sure. So from your question point of view, it's just a matter of experience. It's like, I've never done it. So I think the most important thing when it comes to upfront charges is being upfront, and being very clear about it. I think the concept of a setup fee is something that people are very, very accepting of, so long as you're clear about what that gets them. So for me, and when we're doing this, we're literally letting people know what's included in that setup fee. And we make it sound like it's a lot, because it's a lot. Like, I mean, we've got a system that is all, step by step, and our team are doing it, but it's still a lot. So for example, when we're charging a setup fee, I'm listing everything that you're getting out. During our setup period, over the first 2 weeks working with us, our team will set up for you and configure your entire CRM account. This includes setting up a brand new domain name for you. This includes setting up all of your text records, all of your configurations to make sure that your domain is set up and ready to go. We'll also be installing templates that you can then run your messaging through. We'll be optimizing the delivery. So I'm literally just setting up GHL and adding a snapshot, but I'm putting in all of the steps that go with that. So I'm laying that out, right? So here's the problem. If I go, it's a $500 setup fee, and you go, yeah, but what do I get for that? Oh, well, we set it up for you. No. You gotta sell it to me, man. Like if I can see the value, I'm happy to pay. Right. So talking about these guys, Pipeline Pro yesterday, talking about their setup fee, like, dude, they're brand new domain registered for you, configured up your messaging system, set up your AI chatbot, branding of your own system. Like, you're going, course, take my $500, man. Not even a question. So long as you're upfront, I think here's where you can't charge a setup fee. If I had a membership and it's a digital course where you log in and get your instant information, I got no right to charge a setup fee, right? Like I log in and all my stuff's here, right? I got nothing.
That's kind of in a way where I was coming from, because I'm gonna package. I made 6 packages so far, and they're gonna be
Great.
with everything else I do with this included in it. So if I'd say to somebody, I'm gonna charge you this to set that up, and it's just maybe the leads and stuff like that, are there things that I could say that they would stomach?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So, and just think about what you will do on a day-by-day basis for that client, Dave. So if somebody paid you money right now, I am pretty sure, knowing you for all these years, I'm pretty sure that you're going to work with that client over the next few days to help them be up and running, right? You're going to want to know what kind of leads they're looking for. You're going to want to know what their business model is. You're going to understand, like, there's a lot of work that you do as a professional.
I way over deliver.
Boom. Don't we all? And isn't that amazing? And that's why clients absolutely love you. But here's the problem. Unless they know what you do, they can't possibly see the value in it, right? So when it comes to asking for that setup fee, let people know what it is, and just thinking to yourself, what am I going to do for this client, right? So for example, just with White Label Suite, guys, if I was talking about White Label Suite and I said there's a setup fee, and our setup fee included setting up your branding, creating your sales pages, getting your packages created, adding your email system, putting all of your configuration in place so that all you need to do is send out a link and all of your sales are automated. It's going to take our team 3 or 4 days, but we're going to charge $500 for that. Super easy. I can see that value all day, every day, so long as you tell me what's going on. Yeah. So when it comes to charging an upfront fee, be upfront. Let people know the service that you will give. And I tell this story often. I have a really good friend who runs a financial planning organization. His name's Greg. And he struggled for so long from converting people from a free financial plan to a paid, monthly plan as a financial group. So people would come in and sign up for a free trial from an ad, not for a free trial, from a free financial assessment. And I said to Greg, dude, so what happens when somebody signs up for your free financial assessment? He said, oh, it's huge. But we're licensed. We have to, do our investigation. Our team looks at their risk profile. It's not just an automated, hey, thanks for filling out. Here's your white paper. He said, our team does a lot of work. And I said, how much of that is communicated back to the client? He said, none of it. We just come back to them in a couple of days with their financial plan. I'm like, dude, you got like 25 man hours going into this portfolio presentation that you're taking back to a client, but they see nothing. They go name on an email form, 25-page report. They don't know that your entire team has gone through their risk profile and analyzed their long-term, they don't see any of the value. So why do they think there's any value in it? And this is the danger with GHL snapshots, guys. All right. A GHL snapshot takes less than 10 seconds to deploy. All right. But the value of a snapshot might be massive. It could have 500 email campaigns, 25 different funnels and automations. It might be hundreds and hundreds of hours of work in that snapshot. It takes you 1 second to deliver it. If you take a payment, deliver it, come back to the client and say, done, they go, well, that's not very valuable. So I strongly suggest, if you're deploying snapshots, that you charge your setup fee and let them know we're working on it. Thank you so much for joining us. Over the next few days, our team are going to be doing amazing things for you. And then after a few days, you go back and deploy the snapshot. Hey guys, great news. Everything's ready to go, configured for you, right? Because otherwise there ain't no value in an instant delivery. So Dave, you over deliver How do I charge an upfront fee? Be upfront and let people know that as a professional, what I'm going to be doing for you is A, B, C, and D. And I only charge you this for that.
Okay,
Right?
one last connected
Yeah, of course,
question.
man. Yeah.
I'm gonna feel stupid asking this.
Don't ever do that, bro. There are no stupid questions, only stupid people that don't ask them.
I just haven't heard anybody say it yet. When I offer this leads system to a client,
Mhm.
and I have now created my own login page, which now works.
Mhm.
Are they getting just this system where we go in and we see and we go after our leads? They're not getting what I have in my dashboard, right?
No, they're not getting a GHL account. So you've got a GHL account, which is Comment Suite. They are getting just the lead system.
Okay. So I have to figure out, based on being clever or smart, I have to figure out, looking in that lead system, what can I articulate that's going to draw me some sort of upfront fee?
For you, yeah, absolutely. And that would be designing their campaigns and creating their ideal target market avatars and that kind of stuff. Like, you can do a lot of work before you even start to get close to generating leads for people. But for you, Dave, you should probably grab a GHL account for yourself. For, I think, $297 a month, you can sell unlimited GHL accounts. So what you have with Comment Suite, which is the email database and the landing pages and unlimited funnels and the opportunity boards, all of that is GHL. So if you want your own GHL account, you can sell your own brand of GHL unlimited times for that fee. So if you wanted to package up a higher value package for your people, you could give them leads and the system that sends the leads and follows up and does all that kind of stuff. And you could sell unlimited package of that, again, just like Pipeline Pro are doing, to the tune of $5 million a year. So like, white label software, unlimited sales ability, and then you can just stack that on top of each other. But yeah, from the leads package, from what we are able to provide, you're selling a leads account. They get their leads, all of the searches, they get everything that you have in that leads component.
Got it.
So
Thanks.
actually, Stacey's asked a great question that is relevant to where we're at. Stacey asked, do clients need to have high level? No, absolutely not. The leads program itself, Stacey, and for everybody, is a standalone tool, right? Completely standalone. One of our biggest clients from our side of things, they pay us $10,000 a year, right? And they have their own CRM program. They were already running HubSpot. They're a financial planning organization. They had spent $150,000 on HubSpot. Ain't no way they're changing. They were never going to run GHL. All they wanted was their team to be able to pull in leads and be able to prospect and create new business for themselves. So you don't need to have, your clients don't need to have GHL, right? Your clients, all they need to have is a desire to want to get more business. And you can sell them a standalone system. They log in to a standalone program. Now, if you've got GHL, you can add it into them so they can see it on their menu and they can do all that kind of cool stuff. But no, they certainly don't need it. It is a standalone tool. It integrates with every CRM out there via Zapier or Pabbly. So if they've already got Salesforce, or they've already got HubSpot, or they've already got another CRM program, Thrive, yeah, absolutely. You can plug this straight in via Zapier. Yeah. So great question, Stacey. Laura, there's a question. I can see you've got a hand up there, so I'm excited to unmute you and get a question. But you asked, not super clear on how we can share that white label link. Do you want to bounce that about a little bit?
Yeah. So I created the white label link when I went into my white label account, and I put it on the dashboard of my high level as a custom link.
Okay.
Can they go through my link and then just see my packages in there once I've created them?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. So let me expand on my answer there just a little bit to give you a bit more context as well. So great. You guys can, hopefully you can see my screen here. If you come over to the Help Center, actually, let me go to our community. It's probably going to be an easier way for me to show this off. Inside of our community, we've got where are we? Here we go. In the learning section, you're going to be able to find snapshots that are going to make that step super easy for you, Stacey. So in our snapshots, and I can't see it off the top of my head here, but in our snapshots, one of our snapshots is what's called the fast sales snapshot, and you can create a sales page. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me come across to our version of GHL, which we call Comet Suite. So Stacy just said, I have put my link on my GHL dashboard. Can people buy my packages from that link? Yes, and I want to show you what I'm talking about. So this is our version of GHL. We've got Comet Suite up the top there, and we've got Comet Leads in our menu down here. Now you notice when I click on Comet Leads, it opens my lead gen program. Great, but it doesn't have to. What do I mean? Like I can add this to my account. I can add this on my sidebar, but what if people don't have the leads tool yet? How can they buy this from me? Let's have a look. So rather than putting the login page here, one of our snapshots is a sales page. So the snapshot actually shows you when they click on your leads program from the menu, and what a great advertisement. You've got hundreds of people running GHL and they suddenly see get your own leads or get more leads or something like that. They are going to click on it. Now, if they haven't got a license, what you want to do is sell them a license from that click, right? So rather than putting the login page here, put a sales page. So how do I do that? Our snapshot that we've got, let me just grab my snapshot.
But once they've bought the package, then they're still going to need the login page, right? So
Great point. Great
both.
point. Absolutely. So on our snapshot template that we've got, I just want to show you, we actually include the login link as well.
Oh.
Okay. So let me just grab this one. I think it's here. I might have grabbed the wrong sub account. Let me grab my fast sales. Mr. Kyle, can I ask you what's our sales bonus snapshot? I swear that was it. So we put the login.
It's going to be generate sales. That's the one you're looking for.
I knew we rebranded. There we go. So guys, you can get this snapshot for free in our members area. And this has actually got a sales page for the leads tool. Okay. So here it is. Presentation replay page. Here we go. So here's a sales page, right? And I've got a URL that is this page, and it's also got the login link on it. So what I will do now is, instead of putting the direct login link in my side menu bar, I will put my sales page. If they've already got, they can just click on login and they'll be able to log in. But if they haven't bought it, they can use this to make that purchase from there. So in our settings in GHL, we come to our, where are we? Where is my custom menu links is what I'm looking for. Custom menu links. Why can I not see it? Where's my custom menu links these days?
Huh?
I've got to go to agency settings, Walt.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm looking in a sub account. Thank you, man. Where would I be without you, Mr. Carl? In your agency settings, go to custom menu links. I didn't think I was going that blind. So here I've got Comet Leads. I set up my login page, but instead of being my login page, I'm going to put my sales page in here so that they can buy that directly from that link. And they also will have a login. So that is the login page. You can put in your own sales page. So they go to the thing, they can buy it, or they can log in from that same page. Easy way to go. Easy way to go.
Okay.
All right. Let me just keep coming through, guys. Hopefully keep asking questions, guys, if you want to.
So then what's the URL that I use for that? That's not the white label suite affiliate URL or white label URL then.
No, you want it to be your URL.
I can just use any URL from my account.
Careful. So here we are in white label suite. The URL that you set up will be here in your business account. So whatever white label URL domain you put here, that will be your own unique login. All right.
Yeah.
And again, we have training on that, on setting up your CNAME. Hey, Tyler, great to see you, man.
So I've set that up already.
Amazing. Amazing. So you have your own URL that people can log in.
Yeah.
Amazing. So that whatever your URL is that you've set up here, that will be the login URL you put on your sales page.
Ah, okay.
Just a
Ah,
caveat, well, as long as you have created that subdomain through your DNS provider for your
Yeah,
domain.
right. So you need to do in Cloudflare, you need to create your own subdomain and all that kind of stuff. Again, all of that training is in our help files, guys. So you can jump in and walk through that step by step, how to create a CNAME login. But so Laura, then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that the login that you've created, this is your own software login with your brand, whatever your login is, you're going to put that on their page. So again, in steps, I've got a custom menu link, and the link that I put here is actually a sales page. It's got the sales video, it's got a description, it's got my brand new buy button on it. And I just want to put a login link there. I want to put already a customer, log in here. And the login link that I use will be the one that I set up here.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense.
Okay, cool. If you get stuck, just come down here and hit up our team. And if the AI can't answer you from our knowledge base, you can see exactly who's online right now, and our team will be able to jump in and help you out there. So if you get stuck, just hit us up.
Okay. This makes a lot more sense now. And
okay, cool.
Yeah, this is
That's
just,
good.
it's going to make it so much more easy because honestly, I was like, okay, I need to go and figure out like how to get people in when I'm selling that.
I get that. Now it's like, the first thing is like, okay, how do I sell this thing? Okay, great. I've made a sale. How do I get them in it? Okay, cool. Like it's just tick that next box. So yeah, you've got a login. They've got their own email with their username and password that you set up here in that template. So again, in a flow, they pay you money. The email gets sent. They'll have a login. They've got their email, username, and password, and you'll be able to jump in there as well.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
Cool. Jeff, I'll come back to your question there. Tyler, I'm just going to scroll through because a couple of people have been waiting for answers there. So Stacy asked, so first of all, Stacy was the question, do clients need to have high level? No, they do not. If they do have high level, do the leads sync into the high level CRM? Yes, they do. And in our, let's make sure I'm sharing my screen here. There we go. So in your, when they've bought from you, all right, you can get them to set up their integration into your high level or into their high level. So we come up to their name up the top right-hand corner, we go to integrations, and your CRM integration is here. Now, if your CRM, so we call our CRM high level, we call it Comet, right? But one of the beautiful things about GHL is you can call it whatever you want to call it. So some people call it Pipeline Pro, and some people call it ABC, XYZ, whatever. Whatever you name it will show up here. And again, that is configured here in the CRM name. So all of your customers, if you've got a GHL account and you call your GHL Dave's CRM, if you put Dave's CRM in here, then your customers will see Dave's CRM here. So whatever you name it is what they will see it. So then they just put in their GHL API. Their what? Let me show you. To connect up your leads to this leads program, you come into GHL, right? So I've got my account, again, whatever I've named it, Pipeline Pro or XYZ, whatever your GHL system is called. Somebody's just bought it off you. They've got their own login to this program. All they need to do is come down to settings, and in the first screen here in the business profile is this API key. Just copy that, paste it here, and then the system is now connected. Now, Dave, in terms of setup fee, you can do all of this for a client. You could literally, we've got the white label videos that show your clients how to do it. And that is a great way to sell your setup fee. Mr. Client, here's your setup. By the way, if you'd like us to do it for you, it's $297, right? So you can show them what they need to do to get set up and running, and then say, if you want us to do it. Guys, I can't tell you how many times I've done that. I've bought something and like logged in and I've gone, all right, cool, I'm so excited. And I go, oh my God, there's 62 steps to get, and there's the little buy link that says, want us to do it for you? It's $297. Click, do it for me, right? So showing people what they need to do is a great, or showing people the steps they need to take is a great way to sell that service. So Stacey, hopefully that helps. Yes, they can add their GHL connection. It's in the integration section here. It will be called whatever you call it, because we want to make sure that you're protecting your white label branding. If you're not using GHL and you're using Salesforce or HubSpot or Thrive or any of the others, you're going to need to do that with a custom integration, and you're going to set up Zapier as a webhook. And again, we have training that shows you how to do that. So Stacey, that was the third part of your question. If they don't have high level, what did they see? They will see that they can integrate with any other platform. Okay. And they will see that they can add all of that details here. Okay. Dave says, where's the link to the package? Once you've created it, it's literally on that settings page, and you can just put it behind a buy button. That's exactly right, bro. So your buy button on the page is the link to your sales page. When they click that buy button, it opens up that one we designed earlier. Mark says, nice, cool. David Garcia, great question. Does the people credits cost the same as the industry ones for our clients, or some of them count as a bonus for all of us? Great question, Dave. I'm going to answer it again differently. It's going to change in a week. In a week, we're combining everything together, and we've got some brand new stuff that we're going to show you, which is super, super cool. But for now, the credits cost the same. Okay. Yeah, that's the short answer. Yes, the credits cost the same. That's the easy one. Let's not get too deep into it. Right. So Julie says the clients that take these unique packages won't be added to the community though, as everybody was charging their different prices. Great point, Julie. When you're selling this software, right, it's your community, right? They don't even know we exist. This community is for you. This community is for the business owners, the agency owners, the white label entrepreneurs. This community and our training is yours, right? They don't know we exist. We are your supplier. If you want to invite them in, they're more than welcome, but they'll get to see behind the curtains. So be careful who you invite in. If you're trying to hide the fact that you run GHL and the lead system is a white label license, like don't invite them in, all right? But if they're just colleagues and people that you want to share good training and learning for, invite them into the community. It's free to join at the moment. Right. So let's keep going in. So Julie, again, just to recap that question, what you sell them is yours. It's your community, your customers, your database. They don't even know we exist. Rick says, how are they marketing $200 for $297? They're just doing it real well, man. They're running ads to sales calls. They're doing one-on-one sales calls for a 15-minute close, and then they've got a sweeper team behind that. Daniel says, for the John Logo training, do you have the buy link? I couldn't attend the second day. Kyle, can I please ask you to grab that for Daniel and shoot it over to him? Tylen, there's the pricing. I love that. Fantastic. That's awesome. So Leadsy. Oh, amazing. Fantastic. This is Tyler's page, you guys, and thanks for sharing it, man. Tylen's page. Sorry, forgive me. So this is Tylen selling the Leads program itself. All right. He's got his own webinar there and white label stuff. Like he's done this really, really well. All right. Fantastic. A lot of this has come from our template, you guys, which Tylen has customized, but there you go. Great example of a sales page, man. Thank you for sharing. So that is, that's making the sales page look great, taking sales from clients. Super cool. There we go. That's the B2B Unleashed. Kyle already dropped that in. SendGrid. So guys, I'm so sorry. I'm still catching up on all the messages. There was 32 messages. So I'm scrolling back through. We were talking about email systems, SendGrid. So we said Mailgun's an option. SendGrid's an option. Sendinblue. If you just Google SMTP system, you can get a heap of them that you can send those emails for free, up to 50,000 emails a month, or that kind of stuff. David, yes, I believe there is a free plan for Mailgun. It's not much money after that. I think you get like 2,000 or 3,000 emails a month for free on Mailgun. It's not bad. Makes sense to charge a setup fee if we sell only the Leads tool, not just the GHL. 100%, David. But again, I would add a ton of value there. So David's question was, can I charge a setup fee if I'm only selling the Leads tool? Yeah. But what do you deliver for that, right? So if I'm just giving you a login, go and do it yourself, and I charge you a setup fee, it's a bit average, isn't it? Like as a customer, you'd feel ripped off. But what if your setup fee involved a one-on-one consultation with me, and we got to define your audience, and we really dug into your avatar, and we designed, incredible search campaigns, and we made sure that we set up your connection to your CRM program. And I said, look, to get me on that call, it's going to cost you $2,500, but I'm going to make sure that you're going to have the best lead generation. Now that's a value setup call, right? So it's not about should I, shouldn't I? It's about what do I deliver for that money? And does that have value to the customer, right? So if I charged you $100,000 setup fee, but as part of that, I guaranteed you that you get 100 qualified, booked ready to buy leads that have got at least $500,000 to spend every single month from now on in until the next 5 years, would that be worth 100 grand? Hell yes. So it's literally not about whether we charge a fee or not. It's about how much value we offer as part of that fee. Hopefully that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, Laura, Kyle, again, if I can ask you possibly to drop in our pricing, that'd be great. Cool. Tyler, Mr. Hemp, I might just swing over to, I know you've had your hand up there for a while. Thank you for waiting. Jump across, man. Hang on, I need to let you unmute, don't I? Click on the big button for Tyler. There we go. Hey, bud, good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Walt. So I have a question it's a little bit outside of using the tool. I do use the tool to fulfill the services that I'm doing for a client. I have them on a monthly, all done for you marketing services plan.
Beautiful.
It includes the CRM, like, you know, all the whiz bang features. And then I plug in 1,000 leads a month using Comment Suite. But my question for you is more related to firing this client, because
nice. Okay.
Unfortunately, they're my highest paying client at this time, and I don't want to let go of them, but a deeper part of me does, because every month they're on, you know, an auto renewal. But when their card goes to get charged, it constantly gets denied, and I have to chase them and reach out to them. And when I'm creating new marketing assets and building out funnels for them, they're just extremely hard to get a hold of. They don't respond for sometimes over a week at a time. And so things just constantly get delayed, which means I'm not getting the results that I want to get. And so my question to you is, what is like the nicest way to fire them from here?
Yeah, great question. So
yeah.
I'm actually, guys, I'm so excited about this question, which is so weird, right? Because forever on, Walt has talked about getting more clients. And why am I excited about firing one? Simple. If you focus on the 20% of activities that deliver you the highest value return forever and ever and ever, if that's the only thing you focus on, you will absolutely dominate any goal that you set for yourself in the future. But there's a massive caveat there. To be able to focus on the 20% of activities that deliver you the 80% of results, guess what you have to do? Stop spending the 80% of time on the 80% chunk, right? If you're going to focus on the piece of your world that brings you the best return, then you actually need to cut everything that doesn't fit into that 20%. And if you've got a client, whether they're paying you a fortune or not, that are taking a massive amount of time for the amount that they're returning, it is time to let them go so that you can focus on the best 20% that you have. All right? So I'm very, very excited about this question, Tyler. Thank you so much for asking it, because I really believe that as entrepreneurs, we are so desperate to hold on to every single dollar that's coming through our life that sometimes the very act of doing so is restricting us from making a heck of a lot more. Right? So this is a client that, sure, they're paying me a lot of money, but they're causing me more grief than it's worth. So Tyler, to answer your question, what's the nicest way to let them go? Clearly and honestly. Dave, sorry, I won't use Dave because Dave's a friend, so I'll use a random name. Agamemnon, it's been amazing to have you as a client for these last few years. Unfortunately, our business is going in a different direction, and I'm finding that I can no longer meet the needs that you have. I do have a recommendation for you of another agency that can provide a similar service. If you don't, there's plenty of people in the GHL community that you can put a shout out to. But unfortunately, at this time, at the end of this month, we're going to have to call it quits. Again, I want to thank you and wish you well for the best. Like, don't hide from it, bro. It's a Band-Aid scenario, and have that. I love what Alex Hormozy says. All the riches in the world are on the other side of a few difficult conversations. Right? Take that to heart. All the riches in the world are on the other side of a few difficult conversations. So Tyler, if you are in your heart sure that by releasing this client, you're going to be able to do more, do greater things, and have a better life as a result, it is 100% the right time and 100% the right thing to be able to do, and do it honestly and with empathy. Agamemnon, Mr. Client, it's been amazing to have you as a client for these last 5 years. Unfortunately, the direction of our business is changing and I can no longer meet your needs. As of the end of this month, we won't be able to continue that service. If you do want to refer them on, maybe to someone you don't like. No, just kidding. To somebody else that has a different setup that will be able to service them in a different way, do that. But if not, don't feel bad, right? Your business relies on you being able to perform at your best. And one client should not jeopardize that delivery for the other hundreds of clients that you're going to be able to do amazing things for. It's a tough choice, but it's a choice that allows you to serve more people with more results and better ethics, because you're doing the right thing for more people rather than doing the wrong thing for one. Yeah. So the very best way is clearly and honestly, and just straight up. It's been amazing to have you as a client. I thank you for it. But unfortunately, our business is no longer going to be able to service your needs in the way that I feel good about. Now, he might fight to the death, Tyler. Like, he might love you so much and not realize that, you know, it's that takeaway thing. Tyler, what can we do? Now, if you want to keep him as a client, set your own rules at that point. It'd be like, well, Agamemnon, it's the thing that's been driving me crazy is the fact that I constantly have to chase for this and this and this. If you're willing to pay me double, then it's worth my time. If you're willing to pay 12 months up front, then it's worth my time. Whatever your rules are, Tyler, are your rules at that point. That's if the client comes back and says, Tyler, please don't go. What can we do? Right? But most of the time, I think your client's going to go, okay, well, thanks. Cheers. They're going to feel pissed off. But if you do it nicely, right, all the riches of the world are on the other side of a couple of other difficult conversations. Does that help, man? Give me a thumbs up if that's helpful. Cool. Awesome. Great. Dave, I saw your hand up. I'll come back to you in a sec. I just want to scroll through and make sure I'm answering everybody here. Laura, I've got a high ticket mastermind where I'm already charging for GHL online courses. Can I have a setup fee? But my mastermind clients get a coupon code. Yeah. Do you know what? Here's the really exciting thing. It's your business. So you get to say, yep. Right. And again, I hope what I covered here earlier, guys, it's literally not about the setup fee. It's about the value you deliver. Yeah. And again, like the test is simple. If I said to you, my setup fee is $100,000, but I guarantee you $1 million business in 90 days, and I'll give you the keys for it once we're done, I bet you'd scramble to get the 100K together, right? Where a lot of us struggle to charge $250 for a setup fee. It's not about the fee. It's about the amount of value you deliver for the fee. Yeah. And don't forget what we're doing here with lead generation, right? If I'm generating leads for a realtor or for an insurance company or for a custom kitchen modeling outfitter, which we have a client of, by the way, all right? That custom kitchens, when they're putting them into commercial businesses, it's a $250,000 average ticket. So I get you a couple of clients in a year. Are you happy with me? Would you mind paying me a $5,000 setup fee? Nope. As long as the value you deliver outweighs the cost, pass me my wallet. Yeah. Right. Hopefully that helps. David says, pass that client to me. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So Leo, great question. Thank you so much for asking. Leo, good to see you, man. And thank you for joining us. Hopefully you got some value out of being brand new. Brand new, where do I find the information about the automations and setting up our clients and emails and SMS and ChatGPT and others and all of that kind of stuff? Great question. So as Kyle mentioned there, a lot of that is GHL. And it's like, it's a world of overwhelm, to be honest. I am a massive tech nerd. I'm a geek. I love it. And it took me 5 months to get my head around GHL. It's like, dude, how the heck can you pop? And now, like, every time I log in, if something's different, they're a $1 billion company. They're adding so much to the software. It's bloody hard to keep up. So how do I do it? What can I do? In our training, and Mr. Kyle, could you pop this link into our system there? In fact, if you go to our old members area, you'll find it there. There's a training program. I don't know if we've copied this over to our new one, Mr. Kyle. I'm probably putting you on the spot here, but I did a fast start GHL thing, and I just want to show you where to find it. I did this about 6 months ago, and I just kind of want to brag a little bit because for me, it was the thing I wish I knew when I started. And it's this one. It's called the Product for Sale Challenge. This is me going through, in the most sequential way I could, the steps you would need to understand and be aware of to use GHL at its very base fundamental level, right? You can see that there's 21 lessons here, and it starts with creating an opt-in form, right? So it's like, okay, almost every business activity on the planet starts with somebody giving you their details, right? Get on a sales call with this guy. First, I need to know what his name is and his number so I can get him booked in. So it starts with creating a form, creating a funnel, connecting up social media, all right? Creating an introductory email sequence, calendars, bookings, all of this kind of stuff. Now, guys, because GHL is moving so fast, some of the buttons might have moved, but the fundamentals are all here, right? So now we even go into creating a buy button, how to sell something, right? So this is called the Product for Sale Challenge. And the way I built it was, if I could start today and use GHL in the fastest possible way, I have a base understanding of how a form and an automation and a product for sale and a customer and all of that kind of stuff works, right? So, but second to that is help.gohighlevel.com. The guys, their help files are just incredible. Absolutely amazing. And if you want to take it another step further, we recommend Extendly. You can get Extendly and you can have a help file, a live active help file and person on file that you can use as well. So you as a GHL customer can use your own Extendly and say, how do I do this in my sub account? And they'll answer you. It's a good way to go. But between the training of ourselves, there are others out there as well. High Level themselves make, challenges available and that kind of stuff. Diving in and understanding just the base shallow level. How does an automation get built? What's a trigger? What's an action? How do I make one thing do something else? Going through this challenge should get you a fair way down that path. Hopefully that's helpful. All right, scrolling, keeping going. All right, cool. Michael, you sent that to me privately. I'm just going to shout it out loud. Guys, Michael Cook is one of our heroes in our White Label Suite community. He is an incredible business owner. He's the man that we constantly brag about, that got 100 booked appointments in his first week with White Label Suite. And he's the man now that you can see on camera, that has that beautiful background lighting. Bro, great to see. And more screens than any mere mortal should ever have. So Mike sent me a private message that says, if anybody needs a hand or has new GHL setups that they want to outsource, reach out to Michael. Mike, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Hey, thanks for giving me the shout out there. I appreciate it.
Dude, you're amazing. Dude, I will shout your name from the rooftops. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see anybody run a GHL business at an incredibly high volume and service level, hook up with Michael Cook. Right? Let me tell you a quick story, which I hope will resonate with Michael. My first ever sales job, the guy, he was a huge mentor to me. His name was Dean Mills. And he basically put me through a whole bunch of sales training. And then he said, when you can present to me, I'll let you present to clients. I was like, great. So I worked really hard in the first 4 to 6 weeks. I did my sales training. And he said, wow, cool, great, you're ready. Off you go and sell. And I went, yay. And I went out and spoke to clients and I failed, right? Watch what happens when I do 2 thumbs down on my camera. I get clouds and rain clouds. It's pretty cool, right? So I'd done all my training and I went out to make sales and I sucked and I did not know why. And I came back to the office and I said to Dean, and this is where I'm going to point to Michael Cook. I said to Dean, bro, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And he said, well, I'm happy to come out with you on a couple of sales calls, but you give up your commission. And I'm like, well, the commissions were decent, right? We were selling $150,000 software services and I was 24 or 25 years old. Like, good commissions. He said, if I come out with you, I will give up my commission. You will give up your commission. And my reply was something that has set me up for success for the rest of my life. I said to him, that sounds like a good investment to me. I'll pay you my commission to teach me how to make commission for the rest of my life. And he went, that's leadership thinking, which is why he got me to set up the new office over in London, which is where I met my wife, and everything scaled from there. But check my answer. I'm happy to invest for you to teach me how to make money for the rest of my life. So Michael, who's an amazing person in the GHL space, is an expert in GHL and setup and clients and all of that kind of stuff. And if you go and work with Michael, chances are great that you're going to have to pay him for that privilege because he's a professional, right? Only you can decide if that investment's worth it, right? And I tell you that story purely because for me, understanding that if I invest in knowledge, I get to use that knowledge for the rest of my life. So when Michael puts a buy button in front of you and says, you know, whatever his price is going to be, you need to decide whether that investment's worth it. The reason I'm setting that up, Mike, is I don't want a whole bunch of people coming to you and for you to have to give away your time for free as a professional. If Michael does that, like send the guy like flowers or a carton of beer or something, like be grateful, but don't expect it for free because he's a professional and he's an amazing teacher in this space. So if there is a fee to work with Michael, make the decision whether investment's worth it. All right, carrying on. Right, carrying on. Sorry, guys. I know I'm way over time. Hopefully this is just good time spent with me. I can answer any and as many questions as you want. Okay. Thailand says, I use a visual database now. It's great before a big upgrade to a CRM. I'd be interested to hear about that, man. Probably not on this call because we're a little bit over time, but drop a Loom into the group. Like, tell us what you mean. There we go. Kyle dropped that snapshot link. The fast sales presentation that you can set up and have that is in the chat box. If you're watching this on a replay, we'll make sure that the link's there for you. All right, great. Great, keep going through. Rob says, your client has their login. When they log in, do they see the number of leads they have and have remaining? Yes, they certainly do, Rob. So if you sell them a 500 package and they've used 100, they will see 100 of 500 in the top right-hand corner. Kylan says you can actually log in as your customers to see what they see. That's also true. So once you have customers in the system, they'll show up under your customers tab and you can just click on the button that says log in as. Now, again, if you're doing setup, you can log in as your customers, set up their campaigns for them, set up their connections for them. You can log in as them, right? So once you've got a customer, there's a little button that shows up, looks like an arrow with a roundy head. Just click on it. It's log in as. You log in as your client and set it up for them. Really cool. Cool. Carrying through. Julie, login links. Fantastic. Updates coming out. Does GHL have a multi-license package? Yeah, Leo, for $297, you can sell unlimited licenses with GHL. It's wicked. For $497, you get SaaS mode, which Kyle has already answered. Leo says, what is SaaS plan? SaaS is where the big boys play, where you can actually turn on or off different components of the program based on what people pay you. Let me give you an example. Sign up for $97 and you get funnels, emails, whatever. But if you pay an extra $97, I'll also include automations and opportunity boards. So the SaaS plan allows you to configure what people get access to. And it also allows you to charge a premium for emails, phone, and AI use. So this is literally where the big boys play, because we can get somebody in for $97 a month and mark up their email sending and their text message sending and their AI usage to the point where their usage of the platform is putting hundreds of dollars a month into your pocket. And Kyle and I have talked about this before. What an amazing way to use the leads tool. On a SaaS plan, if I'm charging the client for every email they send, don't I want them to send more emails? So if I'm on a SaaS plan and I'm charging, I don't know, $2 for every 100 emails, and I can get them to set up email sequences that are 7, 8, 10 emails long with cold traffic coming in. They've got thousands of emails going out a month, and guess what? My cash register is ringing. That's the SaaS plan. You might want to start on the $297 and upgrade to that later on, but it is an amazing thing. All right, cool. John Logo's training. Sales page, great, awesome. Thank you, guys. Man, I've still got 40 messages. Can I get the actual funnel so I can customize it? Kyle says, yes. There's the link. The white label video is in your members area. Tylen has got a question. I'm going to ask you to unmute. Go for it, bro.
Yeah, actually, it turned into, I guess, something I wanted to share. You had already shared it with logging into your client. So what I used to do is, and I think actually it could probably be even better now because I was on an enterprise account, was that when somebody signs up, they have a form. I have a form that asks them those questions that we have to fill out in order for the AI to work. And I found that when they would sign up and they would fill out that questions, I would literally just log into their account, insert all of that, and then onboard them, or it would
Beautiful.
already be set up with the videos that were there. And it was just
Beautiful.
really amazing. So now that I would argue that you technically have the ability to do a trial now with someone, even though it would require a little bit of technical work, but do a free lead magnet where they fill out a form, you get that information, already have that information there, demo them with their exact thing that they want already, even if it's for demo searches. I just wanted to share that.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. And again, guys, professionals in the space. Thailand has incredible skills with creating automations using amazing AI tools and just has his stuff together in terms of systems and processes, as you can hear. So reach out to the pros, get the education. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you. Guys, I'm just scrolling through. A lot of people had comments about firing clients, which is great. Okay, so Leo asked a great question about a particular type of search. Again, we might not have time to cover it, but Leo says, what if you're looking for people that are opportunity seekers, multi-level marketing, or looking for home-based businesses? One of the things that we're really, really clear about with the tool is that it is primarily a B2B tool, right? It's B2B. It's business to business. It performs best in that space. And there's a number of reasons for that, but the number one, not the number one, but something really important to know is privacy laws. All right. If you email Mrs. Jones, who lives at 34 Smith Street down the road, and you say, hey, come and join my MLM, she is absolutely well within her rights to kick you to the curb and report you as a spammer, because how did you get my personal information, right? The reason that we focus on B2B, business to business, is that there's an understanding that as a business, if I reach out to business with a commercial opportunity to work together, this is perfectly allowed. And again, guys, you need to be very aware of your own local laws. They're very strict in Australia and a couple other places. You need to be aware of your own local laws. But business to business is a commercial transaction. Business to consumer is an invasion of privacy. So you really need to be careful. So how do you use this tool to reach out to and find people for an MLM business? Or it doesn't have to be an MLM. It could be a business to consumer product. What if I sell skincare? What if I've got a t-shirt brand? How do I find my consumers? The answer is simple. Find businesses that are related to your product and make an invitation. Example, if in your MLM, your product is, I don't know, financial services or skincare or whatever, okay? What if you could reach out to a yoga studio and say, I've got a really great skincare range that I'd love to, you know, present to your yoga people for a 20% discount if they go to your yoga studio, right? Now I'm a business reaching out to a business, making a commercial introduction, and they will have the consumers on their database, right? So how do you use this tool to grow a B2C business? My biggest and strongest advice is you use the tool to create business relationships. And it's those business relationships that will get you in front of the consumers. Even if you're in real estate, right? If you're a realtor or you're selling to realtors, how could a realtor use this product? I need to go B2C. What we teach with realtors is focus on your local community, right? And start with people that have got big databases that are local, such as schools, sporting clubs and organizations, right? Athletics foundations, the people in your community that have got hundreds of members. Because if I can talk to the owner of a sporting club and I can say, I'd love to offer any of your members $500 off their settlement fees if they list their property with him, because I'm local and you're local and they're local and everybody's local. We want to do local business together. Can I make that offer to your members? Guess what? They might pop it in their newsletter. And that one email you sent out to a business owner might result in 1,000 people getting your message. Right? So how do you use this tool to create a B2C environment? You create business relationships and let those relationships bring you the customers. Yeah. Keeping going. Dave says, Walt's a coach. Don't let him fool you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Thailand, it takes about 6 months to a year to grasp high level. Do you know what? I 100% agree. The campaign that has been running with Frank Kern at the moment, using AI to sell GHL, one of the most powerful things that I've ever seen in this world of GHL and making sales is to make sale of one product and one solution, right? If we try and sell GHL, Anybody that you approach with this incredible behemoth of a program is just going to throw their hands up and go, too hard, man. I can't even conceive that, right? But if you sell one product, one solution, you might sell an AI chatbot. Let me connect to your website, and every inquiry, let AI answer your customers. And if they're qualified, I'll send them to you. What do all these other buttons do? Don't worry about it. I'm selling you an AI chatbot. Lead generation the same, right? What do all these other buttons do? Don't worry about it. I'm going to give you 100 leads a month through your funnel and let your sales team get hold of them. Sweet. Sell one product, one solution, okay? Trying to sell the big box is the hardest sale you'll ever make. One product, one solution. Mr. Customer, what are you struggling with? I need to get more leads. Sweet, let me solve it for you. Yeah? One product, one solution. Cool, cool, cool. Man, I can't keep up with the messages. You guys are active today. This is so good. That's so good. Kyle's answering people left and right, which is great. What's the product for sales challenge? It is for you. As Kyle said, it's for you to learn how to use GHL. Laura, thank you for that comment. Super good. Guys, if you ever feel the love and you want to let us know, whitelabelsuite.com/feedback. We'd love to hear from you. If it's good news, tell me. If it's bad news, tell Kyle. No, just kidding. I'm just joking. I'll switch that around. If it's bad news, tell me and I'll fix it. If it's good news, tell Kyle because he's a legend and we love him. There we go. Ah, there you go. Dave's just giving me advice on how to get rid of my balloons and confetti. Somehow I love it. JHL is the steepest learning curve. 100%. Yeah. Cool. Oh, this was a question that came up yesterday. So Dave Smith asked, would you recommend rolling over leads for a client, or is that a bad idea? Do we roll it over, or do we expire them at the end of the month? I'm 50-50, right? So inside of our world, inside of White Label Suite, we collectively made the decision for you guys to roll it over. Why? Because we want to make sure that our relationship with you is long-term. So we decided that our clients, agency owners, which is you guys, we wanted you to have the credits bank up because we know that you might not get a sale this week. You might not get a sale next week, but you might get 5 next month. And if you've got a bank of credits, then you're sweet, right? That was our decision. But when we were talking to this high performer yesterday, we were having this discussion and he was saying, I prefer to cancel them at the end of the month and remind them to get in and use the product, right? Don't let your credits expire. So I'm 50-50. For our community, we decided that having a bank of credits later on is a really good thing. But at a consumer level, I'm not sure it is. Because at a consumer level, if a realtor didn't use it this month, and didn't use it next month, and didn't use it the month after, but the month after that wanted to send 10,000 emails, chances are good that he's going to get blacklisted. All right? So in that example, wouldn't it be better to get him to have a regular feed? Yeah, absolutely. And again, remembering our example from yesterday, these guys are selling 200 leads a month. 10 a day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks of the month, right? 200. And again, when you think about it, that's a really low number. No, it's probably 200 more per month than that business has ever done before. That's enough. And especially if you're, I've got a $10,000 ticket price on my client. I'm a commercial kitchen installer. Takes me 3 months to do a project. Well, you can't handle 1,000 clients anyway, right? So regular. So should you expire the credits or shouldn't you? There's pluses and minuses both ways. In most environments, you're going to want to get them to be using it, not building it up. But maybe you want to have them, like we do, the ability to do mass campaigns out in 6 months might be something that's available for it. Kyle, do you know what? I see the question and I answer it. And then I scroll down like 0.5 centimeter more and I see that Kyle's already answered it. And Kyle's answer was, we're 50-50 on this. Oh, just... Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, man. I'm going to scroll further before I answer questions. Dave, I'll come back to you. I just want to get to the bottom of this list. Sure. Tylen's just talking about his incredible automation tech, which is cool. Let's go. Laura, hopefully answered that one. Yep. Great. Fantastic. Michael Cook says, I'm a legend. Why did you say that privately, man? Say that publicly. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Peter says, sell them in bunches like bananas. Hell yeah. Sell one product and upsell 100 products. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Jared, I'm just going to read this out. This is super cool. So Thank you, Jared. Again, Jared from Boulder Digital, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to get connected with professionals in this space, Jared is another person that you should highly, highly, highly connect with. So Jared said, well, super funny fact is, you may know my team are builders in GHL. I have a skincare brand in a state in Australia, which everybody forgets about, Tasmania, just kidding, as well as our agency, and have been using the Leads tool to target gift shops, hamper shops, and now, yoga studios. Who else has your customers? We've been getting steady response daily with all the emails, three emails over 3 days, right? Wow. So guys, I've got a product to sell. I don't care what it is. I'm selling pens. I'm selling glasses. I'm selling little desk, whatever. Don't we all? We've got a product to sell. One of the most powerful leverage strategies you can ever do is get yourself a blank piece of paper or a notepad on your desktop and ask this question: who already serves my customers? Right? If I'm a skincare brand, who's my client? Maybe they're a 25 to 35-year-old, predominantly female, interested in beauty routines and looking good and skincare, all that kind of stuff. Who's already got my client? Who already serves 25 to 35-year-old females who want to look good? Clothing stores, jewelry shops, yoga studios, fitness places, right? Who already serves that market? Now, guys, again, look at the leverage. I can send one email to a prospective customer and make one sale. Hi, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, this is the service I provide. Would you like to buy it? And they say yes, or they say no. I can reach out to a customer and make one sale. Or I can reach out to somebody who has my database, create a connection, and they in turn could make thousands of sales every month for me for the rest of my life. If we stop trying to go after transactions and we start going after partnerships and relationships, your business will explode. And again, I'm purely talking from my own personal perspective. When I was selling my very first product online ever, I struggled so hard until somebody found me and said, hey, I've got a database of people that might be interested in your product. Do you mind if I send them out? Would you pay me a commission? I went, yes, please do. Please do it. And they put 200 sales in overnight, made me $10,000 in a weekend. And I went, what the hell have I been doing with my life? Right? If you can reach out to somebody who already has your database and create a genuine, underline, not bullshit, fake, surface level, a genuine connection with that person, they could send you business for the rest of your life. And you're doing a great service for their customers. They're happy. You're happy. Customers are getting a great advantage. Or you can really work hard and find the next sale. Or you can do like the Nacho Girl said and do both. Cool. Okay. Kyle's answering questions. You're amazing. Dave says strategic alliances. Couldn't say anything better. Male skincare, barbers, great option. Martial arts studios, gyms. Who else has got male people hounding them? I don't know. Financial planners, realtors, boat ownerships. Okay, David, I'd love to know how you do the webhook with Million Verifier. It's on our YouTube channel. And Kyle's got a link to Million Verifier documentation. So we did a YouTube video on linking up with Million Verifier. Wow, Jared, sorry, man. I'm going to screenshot another comment by Jared here. I'm going to use this in our testimonials, bro. Jared says, for everyone on the call, been in marketing nearly 10 years. Cost per acquisition on Facebook with ads is $114. With white label suite is a few dollars. Wow. Laura, got to go. You're amazing. Thank you so much for jumping on. Dave, you had one more question. If you wanted to, I need to unmute you. Anybody that asks that question, I need to click on the unmute button. Go. Dave Smith.
Yeah. What the heck was that? Oh, I know what it was. When you were talking about the rolling over, Kyle and somebody else mentioned something about that, because if I want to keep them, a better chance of keeping them as a coaching client, I'm going to roll them over.
Right.
If they're not interested in me as a coach and they just want the leads, I was actually thinking about not doing that
Yeah.
because I'm thinking you're paying the money. Why are you not using them?
Right. Exactly.
And I wanted to run that by you to think if that was a wrong way to think.
Mate, there are no wrong ways to think. There's only testing and results. Sorry, I said that really quickly and I saw Kyle like head snap around. There are no wrong ways to think. There are only testing and results. Just test it, see what you get. We talked to these guys yesterday about the potential of even charging more for the ability to roll their credits over. How about that? It's like, hey, for $500 a month, we'll give you 500 leads. But for $600 a month, we'll give you 500 leads that roll over if you don't use them. Right? Let people know that that's a premium service that they should pay for. So there are no wrong answers. There are no wrong questions. There are only testing and results, guys. See what it looks like. And it's what
If
feels
you
right
test,
for you as
the
well.
market will tell you.
Yeah, right.
That's always
exactly.
what it's come down to.
How much is a Picasso worth? Well, to me, not much. But to the guy at that auction, $22 million. The market will tell you what is right and what is wrong. The only time that doesn't happen, ladies and gentlemen, is when nobody knows about you. And that's the biggest fault of all of us as business owners, is that nobody knows about us. Not enough people know about us. The more people that know about you, the better. This behind me is something I live, eat, sleep, and breathe. You guys, each one of you, each one of us, we have magic inside of us, right? Put on the show. Let people come and see, because there's something real special about you. There's something real unique, really amazing. And it's time more people knew that. So let's get the message out there. All right. Daniel just got his first high dollar sale, man. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for jumping on with me. Sorry for the tech hassles that started us off a couple of minutes late. Hopefully this has been valuable for you. If it has, invite other people. Our community is free for a very, 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 very short amount of time. People can come in and get our free training, get our free knowledge, get our templates, get our systems. You can share that link. In fact, if I do this, you guys can take a screenshot. Let me do this for 1 second and turn that on. Now's the time for you guys to take a screenshot. What you can do is invite people in to this community, okay? You can invite people into this community for free. They can come and get all of our templates and training. They can get our snapshots. They can get access to the most amazing gentleman that is Mr. Kyle and our entire team for free, but not for long. In a very, very short amount of time, it's going to be a paid membership to be part of our world. But if you're in, you're in. So if there's somebody that should be here, tell them, get in here. Where are you? If there's people that shouldn't be here, don't tell them. We don't want them either. But no, guys, if you want to share that, you're more than welcome to. And we absolutely love having you guys. It is the greatest honor and privilege of our lives to be able to serve this community and help and enable entrepreneurs grow in their journeys. Thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to seeing you on the next call. Thanks, everyone.